What does Bella Hadid have in common with this piece? I'm currently playing Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy, and the answer turns out that it's actually math. But let's find out how. Let's start by understanding the basics of a piano. Here you'll see that the same keys repeat in a pattern over and over again. One repeating chunk is called an octave, and when you count all the keys in an octave, there are 13 in total, 8 that are white and 5 that are black. When you look closer, you'll see that the black keys cluster into a group of two, then a group of three, and the white keys split into a group of three and then a group of five. So, a recap of the numbers we just covered: 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Each number is the sum of the previous two numbers, and that's called the Fibonacci sequence. But why does that matter? Because the same pattern keeps showing up in places that have nothing to do with each other, and you're about to find out a few examples. So, was the piano built around these numbers on purpose? No. Musicians picked these numbers centuries ago because they made notes sound pleasant together. Nobody was thinking about Fibonacci. Here's another one. In a basic chord, the notes that actually give it emotion are the first, third, and fifth. Again, all Fibonacci numbers. But why those three? It comes down to how the sound waves overlap. Some note spacings vibrate together in a way that our ears find as stable, and these spacings just happen to land on these numbers. Third one, draw squares in the size of each Fibonacci number and then connect their corners with a curve. You end up getting a spiral that looks exactly the same as a bass clef in sheet music. Coincidence. Now, this same spiral shows up everywhere in nature, from sunflowers to seashells and even pine cones. And there's a real reason why. It's the most efficient way to pack things into a small space. Nature uses it to grow efficiently. Music was never trying to be efficient, but parts of it line up with the same math anyway. Okay, so what does this all have to do with Bella Hadid and the piece I was playing at the beginning? That will be in part 2.